What's up, Jelly fam? Welcome back to the vlog. For today's video, we are going to Target to pee, but also to shop, not just to pee, guys. So let's take you in there. Let's see what we get. Starbucks? No. Guys, this is genuinely the cutest thing I've ever seen. This is $10. This is so cute. I'm not gonna get it because I already have the Mandalorian and Grogu. What is it? Black Series? I already have that, but that is so cute. Should we get this, guys? $5. Let's get one.
Because remember last time we got one for each of us and we both got Toph.
Yeah.
But I love Toph. She
Okay,
sits
we'll
in
get
my
one.
corner.
So they have X-Men 97, Cyclops, Wasteland. Cyclops is so fine. You think Cyclops is hot?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They have a bunch of these like
For sure.
Spider-Man ones. So it's like Daredevil, but he's Spider-Man. Like, I'm not obsessed, but kind of cool. Same with Doctor Strange here. Which one did you like? This one?
What is that one?
Mando Grogu.
Oh yeah, that one's cute.
But what we're really here for is shampoo and conditioner, right? Yes. So we gotta get some of that. Plus we're gonna look at some fun stuff.
You know that color harness? And then she can be a Slytherin like me.
Comment down below what Hogwarts house you're in. Carrie is a Slytherin because she's a bitch. I am.
I feel like I would maybe even be Hufflepuff.
Like, yeah, but I think you're on the cusp.
That's like a crazy cusp to have. Like,
I'm on the cusp of Hufflepuff and Gryffindor.
Arizona.
I think Carrie is a Slytherin. I think Carrie comes across as a Slytherin, and then once you get to know her, you might think Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw. But then once you really get to know her, you're like, no, Slytherin. Guys, they never have my DC annual Upper Deck cards anymore, so I think I might order some online, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the cards I do have, which isn't much, but it'll be fun to see. All right, guys, Avatar.
oh, who are we gonna manifest?
Okay, who are we manifesting? Let's check and see.
But I want either Appa, Momo, or Zuko, but I'll be happy with anybody other than Toph because we both
We already have Toph. We have 2 Tophs. Momo's who I want.
Momo's
I love them all. Anyone but Toph, sorry. Love her, but we already got it. You will never guess who it is.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Happy golden hour. Shine bright like a diamond. Anyways, today we will be going to the comic book store. Happy New Comic Book Day. So, let's get on in there. Guys, Daniel Warren Johnson has a new book coming out this fall. If you don't know, Daniel Warren Johnson is one of the best writers and artists. He does both, yeah, ever. He's my favorite. At San Diego Comic-Con right now, the Ash Can is there. Now, if you don't know what an Ash Can is, it's essentially like a prototype, you know, a first issue. I'm so jealous. Let's see if they have it here and how much it's gonna run us if they do. At San Diego Comic-Con, it's $20. You know it's not gonna be that much here. We're back at the spot, as you can tell. Let's talk about last week's books real quick. So, as you know, Shakespeare Lot number 3, didn't know Abraham Lincoln is a robot. This is in the future where robots have essentially taken over. But our main character, Abraham Lincoln, is, for some reason, has a bit of a conscience. He is, you know, interested in maybe trying to find humans. Are there any left? And if so, what is that vibe? Essentially ruling the earth. So they've kind of become humans. And so there's like druggy robots. There's robots who love their jobs. There's robots who hate their jobs. There's robots who feel like they're doing things for no reason. It's like, hey, why are you a coffee machine? There's no one here to drink coffee. Also a commentary on our lives, feeling like you don't have a purpose, finding that purpose, and figuring out what that is to you. Because Abraham Lincoln thinks sometimes he's got it all figured out, but then he goes and talks to another robot, and they're like, dude, I just run my routes, okay? Absolute Green Arrow number 3. Now, I believe I had a comment on my last video that was asking about the Absolute Universe. So I will be doing a video very soon of the Absolute Universes and which ones I think are the best and the easiest to read for people brand new. Absolute Green Arrow. Okay, so all of them, now I'm gonna save this for my absolute video, but I just will say that they're all pretty beginner friendly because they're all brand new universes. Although I will say, reading absolute like Batman, for example, and having that Batman knowledge already helps because you can compare, oh, this is happening to this character, whereas in main continuity, it's like this. You know, it is nice sometimes to be able to do that when you already have that baseline knowledge. For Green Arrow, for example, I personally don't have that much Green Arrow knowledge. Now, I did just read Green Arrow Year One, which was phenomenal in my opinion. I really, really liked that book, so go give that a read. But Absolute Green Arrow, number 3, was great. So what's going on here is there's a Green Arrow killer on the loose, okay? And we're trying to figure out what's going on and who it is, why he's targeting these billionaires. It's important because if you didn't know, Oliver Queen is like a billionaire. G.I. Joe 24, this was pretty good. Risk in this book. He's a really good character in my opinion. He's kind of annoying, kind of a jerk, but we like learn so much about him in this issue and the previous one. This new villain is pretty threatening. And then the fact that, spoiler warning, by the end of it, Cobra Commander gets his hands on this new weapon. Cobra Commander is one of my all-time favorite villains, period. I'm obsessed with Cobra Commander, and I feel like I have been for a while because, you know, when I was younger, I'd play with G.I. Joes, but I didn't really know all the lore like I do now, kind of, just from reading these. Cobra Commander's design, boy oh boy, I'm obsessed with Cobra Commander. Royals number 4. Now, as you know, this came out a couple weeks ago. I read it last week, okay? I got it last week, read it last week. But this book is so good, and it is so unique. So basically, these twin brothers have telepathy. It kind of starts out kind of chill, pretty low stakes, but right now the stakes are pretty high. Like, it just like completely took off, and honestly, I kind of wish it was a little bit more chill. I said this last video, but sometimes I just want the stakes to not be so high, but I know there are books for that, and if this isn't that book, then that's my bad. But it's a really good book. Just know that it kind of quickly gets real. Batwoman, number 5. Now, what did I say last week? I said if this doesn't wow me, she's getting dropped. And guess what? I think she's getting dropped. I'm sorry. Now, what happened last time I dropped a book? Let me tell you the books I've dropped, okay? Batman Dark Patterns, Absolute Superman, Batgirl. If you know anything about comic books, you know that every single one of those books is highly praised now. So, I guess I don't have a great tell about books, and I drop them too early sometimes. But no, I'm bored, I'm sorry, and you know, let me save my money. Batwoman has a twin sister, and it's a mystery too, so I won't spoil anything, but just know that that's what we're talking about, that's what we're dealing with, and it's not that interesting to me. Now, as you can see, there is no Bagman. Again, what did I say last week? If I don't get Bagman next week, I'm pissed. Like, I need Bagman. Okay, so there's no Bagman. You know, it's just Bagman at the end of the day. I'll be okay. San Diego Comic Con is going on right now. So I'm having insane FOMO. But let's get into this new comic book day. Thank you for that. Absolute Wonder Woman Day. Again, absolutes. So let's talk about the absolutes a little bit more. Absolute Wonder Woman, I do believe, was the second installment in the Absolute universe, or maybe it was the third. Absolute Wonder Woman is so breathtakingly beautiful and unique. It is one of the most unique art styles I've ever seen, as well as the lettering. and like this art style. It's genuinely ridiculous. Not to mention the story, the writing is beautiful. What the Absolute Universe does so well is, now I will tell you more in the Absolute video, okay? What might appear to be dark versions of these characters, it really isn't. It is more so just grittier. They're still good people. They're still heroes. And sometimes it feels like they're almost even more heroic than our main continuity heroes. But they are in no way, shape, or form dark versions or evil versions. No, they're still very, very heroic. They're just a bit more grittier. They have a little bit more edge to them, a little bit more oomph, if you will. Like she's from hell, you know what I mean? Like a little bit more badass, if you will. Next, Void Rivals 32. If you make a universe and you have two really, really good parts of the universe, like G.I. Joe and Transformers, and then a third meh, people still are probably gonna pick it up just because of how good the other two are, and we don't want to miss anything. That's the only reason why I'm picking this up, to be honest with you. Same with the Mask series that just came out. I think there's 2 issues out. It's honestly a little bit boring and I don't really like it, but it's part of the Energon universe along with this, G.I. Joe and Transformers. So I'm gonna continue picking it up, you know, because I'm just really into the universe. Not so much the story of this book though, which sucks because when Void Rivals came out, it was so good. Like, it used to be so good. The first issues were so good. And then I think it really fell off around the Quintesson War, which just ended. So hopefully this can pick things back up. It's like you gave us all these really, really interesting, unique, original, brand new characters, brand new worlds, brand new planets, brand new stories. And then you had your big twist, which was awesome. And I do not want to spoil it. If you have not read Void Rivals, I would highly suggest maybe buying the first 2 trade paperbacks, you know what I mean? Or getting the first like 20 issues or something. But once you get to that big twist, it honestly doesn't go anywhere from there. Odin number 3. Now, I would also really prefer for this to wow me. Essentially, Odin is about this cult. This is a very mature book, so be warned. It is about a cult and essentially white supremacists. The main character is kind of undercover, okay? So she is a journalist, I believe, and she's just doing this for journalism. But so she joins this white supremacist cult and stuff gets real, okay? And dangerous and a little bit hippie, but in a racist way. They're doing drugs, and so it's kind of trippy. So, I mean, if you're into that, kind of just seems to be a pretty scary, disturbing mystery. Had one word, I guess it's kind of horror. These people are a bit whorish. That's not the right word. Let's talk about some news. The Doomsday trailer has dropped. Looks epic. It looks really good. I still feel like I don't know what to expect. I do think that Doom is to try to outsmart them, but somehow they're gonna catch on, and then they're gonna fight. As we saw them all fighting each other in the X-Mansion and whatever, that is just how superheroes greet each other, like, no big deal. We do have to see the power scaling. We have to see who can beat who. I'm excited for Thor to kind of lead, and we have these characters for so long, like Thor, for example, and you have that sort of seniority above people who came into the game last year, like the Fantastic Four. But honestly, the Fantastic Four are probably way more iconic and better than like anyone else there. No offense to my X-Men and all them, but not that the Fantastic Four are any more iconic than the X-Men. I would say they're about neck and neck. So my Thunderbolts, my New Avengers, like, y'all don't stand a chance. You know what I mean? Am I the only one who is not a big fan of Channing Tatum Gambit? I thought it was funny in Deadpool and Wolverine because I thought it was supposed to be funny, right? Like that was a comedy, that was a joke, right? Oh no, they were serious. Well, I don't like it, okay? Because Gambit is supposed to be sexy, and Channing Tatum has left that era of his life. Time to talk about X-Men 97, episode 6. X-Men 97 spoilers. So I haven't really read much of any X-Men comics. What I've heard is that they're doing a lot of storylines in this show and maybe not giving them all the time that they deserve. So, without having read any of the comics, I think this show is a 10 out of 10. Guys, I said last video that Charles and Magneto are super duper gay. Obviously, like, there are things where it's like, there is something more there than friendship. But what I'm saying is, I'm just shocked that they are going as far as they are going in this show with it. Because it is clearly more than friendship. Charles is saying he can't live without Magneto. Like, that's gay. I love it though. I'm saying that, like, I'm just shocked, honestly. Like, I have never seen them do something like this before, is what I'm saying. And I'm really here for it, and I wish they would even take it further. I'm pleasantly surprised with how romantic it feels. I wish, though, when Magneto died, I wish they would have had a little bit more of a moment, like I love you. Charles is like really annoying, obviously, and the fact that his danger room came to life, like, Charles, what are we doing? But if this happens out of the cause of being in love with Magneto, and then this is the effect, I'm really here for that, if that makes sense. Because when Charles is fighting the danger room with Polaris, and he says, I still have a piece of Magneto in me. So we get a flashback to the scene last season, the Fatal Attractions scene. Yeah, gay. Gay! And yeah, I'm beating a dead horse here, but honestly, this gay horse is still galloping around, in my opinion. We need to do something about this. We gotta call it what it is. I need Charles to call it what it is. He also says, I think I understand him more. Which is what Onslaught is the manifestation of both Magneto and Charles together, manifested through Charles, of mostly Magneto's ideas, which eventually become Onslaught. So Polaris, awesome. Yeah, embrace that Magneto is your dad. Magneto is the best X-Men character ever. He's the top 3 Marvel character, period. How about those new suits? How about those matching jumpsuits? Yeah, y'all look cute as hell. They look so good. I love them. I want one. Can I join the team? I would genuinely do anything to live in the X-Mansion, but I want to live there when Magneto runs it. Okay, how about the final scene? How about it? Gambit being brought back as a horseman? I mean, I think we kind of knew this was happening. I heard some people giving this theory. What else I think is going to happen is Cable is going to somehow defeat Apocalypse. Basically, in the comics, Mr. Sinister, but he hates Apocalypse. So he creates Madeline Pryor, who we met last season, to, you know, get with Scott Summers to create Nathan Summers, the ultimate Omega mutant, the only one who can defeat Apocalypse. This was Sinister's plan. Apocalypse finds out about this and goes and gets to Nathan as a baby, infects him with that disease, the robotic disease, okay? And that's why they sent him to the future, if you remember from last season. But, as we saw in this season, that future is ruled by Apocalypse, but he did stop the disease from spreading. So, it worked out, okay? Now, he's an old man, back in time, going to destroy Apocalypse. Cable is going to be the answer to all of this. I'm enjoying these new characters, I really am. Polaris is awesome. I like seeing Havoc. Like, All that stuff is really cool, but I miss my OGs. We barely saw Scott and Jean. We barely saw them in this. Where is Rogue? Where is Nightcrawler? Like, they're really not in this. And honestly, give me Mystique back, and let's do a Mystique and Destiny storyline. If you're unfamiliar with what that is, lesbian lovers. Yeah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I know y'all want that. I do too. That's all I have to say about X-Men 97 so far. Stay tuned. Next week I'll talk about it again. I'm going to be trying to post every Thursday or Friday. It is going to be a mix of New Comic Book Day, vlog, X-Men 97. And then once X-Men 97 is over, we'll talk about something else. But also stay tuned for, I will be creating a video about the Absolute Universe. That will be, expect that in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully not that long. But I also kind of need to get caught up reading them, and then I'm going to tell you guys which ones are my favorites, what they're about, what you need to know, why you should read them. And I'm also going to be doing a collection haul tour, a tour of my collection. So stay tuned for all of that. Really fun videos coming up. Yeah, thank you for watching.